common ground in the upper house as senators made a repeated call for the government to implement policies to protect independent contractors and workers of the emerging gig economy. Courteney explains.
The freelance workforce is expanding, and as more Jamaicans step out of the traditional 9-to-5 workspace, the need for greater social protections come to the fore. It's why Government Senator Cavan Gale calls for the establishment of legislation to protect independent contractors.
Responsibility to these kinds of workers to advocate for fair standards, to promote collective bargaining, to ensure that these workers are exposed to training. And
expanded policies create an opportunity to unionize workers and build further advocacy. As Gale claims, workers in the emerging gig economy, like freelance drivers, virtual assistants, and even creatives, are often excluded from the same rights as full-time workers.
These employees face job insecurity and inconsistent earnings, lack of benefits, and limited recourse for workplace grievances. Government can set policies that can promote these kind of gig workers by enacting laws to continuously redefine employment status.
While data on the size of the gig economy is limited, many large companies, including the National Commercial Bank, have leaned into the potential of the new economy. But the senator pushed for greater benefits as workers stand vulnerable to macro businesses. Opposition Senator Gabriella Morris made a similar call in the upper house sitting a couple weeks ago.
We see that they don't have access to health insurance, pension, paid leave, and this further exacerbates the vulnerabilities faced by young employees. Requiring employers to provide these benefits would not only improve the quality of life for workers, but also contribute to long-term economic stability.
And in the same way the independent contractors need protection, Gale called for a swift address to unfair treatment for tourism workers following a series of industrial action in late 2024.
Victimization of workers for engaging in such actions goes against the very principle of fairness, justice, and decency that should characterize the workplace. Mr. President, I strongly urge the Ministry of Labour to intervene and to ensure that these workers are protected. So terminating the contracts to punish participation in industrial action is unacceptable and must not go unchecked.